Hello everyone. I want to say thank you to all the love I got on my class app tutorials. Today I'm going to show you how to do a Google banner that moves using your Bitmoji. So this is what we're going to make today. And it goes into your banner in your Google Classroom. So if you want to learn how to make this, keep watching. We're going to start from the very beginning. So what we're going to do is go to your Google Drive and create a new slide. I am going to name this example banner when it loads. Just like we did on our class app tutorial, if you watched that, we're going to go to File, Page Setup, Custom, and you're going to enter in, let me pull it up, it's very specific, 10.42 inches by 2.6. And make sure this says inches, and then hit Apply. And this did not name, so I'm just going to name it real quick. Example banner. Okay, so this is the size that you need it for Google Classroom, for it to fit into the little header section. So I personally don't like to do too much with the banner because it does have that gray overlay that you can't do anything about. So I like to just choose simple background color. I don't want to put a lot of effort into making it colorful when you can't really see the colors. The next thing you're going to want to do, if you haven't, is create a Bitmoji on the app on your phone. Then you install the Bitmoji extension so you can click up here and have access to all your Bitmojis. So we're going to do this like a flip book. So the very first one that we have, I'm going to have blank, just the background color, and I'm going to hit duplicate. Now I'm going to find a Bitmoji that looks like it's walking in. So I'm going to search pose, and that's usually where I find it, and here it is. So I'm going to click it, right click, copy, and then I'm going to paste it. Now I don't want it coming in from this side because this is where all your class information is on Google Classroom. So I want it coming in from this side. However, it's facing the wrong way. So what you can do is click on the image, go to Format Options, Size and Rotation, and then hit the flip button. Now I'm going to resize her so it looks like so it fits better, and move her over so it looks like she's coming in. I'm going to want her barely coming in on this one. Instead of matching up every single slide, you're just going to want to duplicate it and then take her and scoot her over a little bit. Same thing, duplicate, slide. And I'm just going to do one more. And I'm going to have her come in. So once she's in, I'm going to want to start the banner with for Mrs. Atkinson class. So altogether it's going to say Mrs. Atkinson's class, but on this one I only want Mrs. to show up. To do this, you're just going to get a text box and type in the first part of your banner. So mine's going to be Mrs. I'm going to make it nice and big. I'm using Control, Shift, and the greater than symbol. To make it bigger, you just hold Control, Shift, and tap the greater than symbol. I'm going to change the font to Coming Soon. And I'm actually going to make this a little bit bigger because we have to fit all the words all the way across, all the Mrs. Atkinson's class. So I'm going to move this over. And I'm going to want her to wave when Mrs. pops up. So I'm going to go ahead and find a waving Bitmoji. Once again, I'm going to type in pose. And I like this one, so let's right click, copy, and paste. The big thing with making this work smoothly is to line up the Bitmojis as best you can and make sure they're really close to the same size and lined up the best that you can. Once it is lined up how you like it, you can hit Control, Shift, hold that down, and the down arrow, and that brings it behind the current one, and then you can delete it. Now I'm going to right-click, duplicate it, and I'm going to add Atkinson. Let's keep going. And I can already tell that this is going to be too big and it's not going to fit class. So what you can do is go over to the previous one, make it smaller. I'm going to Control C for copy this. I'm going to click on this text box and paste the one so it lines up, and then just add Atkinson's. My computer is being kind of slow right now. And I'm going to want her to wave on the other side now. So I'm going to click her, Format Options, and then I'm going to flip it, and now she's waving on this side. So to see what it looks like so far, you can go to the first slide, hit Present, and then use your arrows to go through the slides to see what it looks like. So that's what we have so far. Now I'm going to duplicate this, add in class, and I'm going to want her to point at this this text box, this header. So I'm going to go to Bitmoji and I'm going to type in pointing, and I'm going to select this one. I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to match it up again. Before I match it up, I'm going to go ahead and flip it actually, so it's facing the right way. And now I can go ahead and match it up. A good trick is to look at the feet. You want the feet to be very similar, because if not, it's going to look like she's jumping all over the place. Control Shift down key, and then delete the old one. For the final pose, I just want her smiling at the camera, so I'm going to duplicate this and find a smiling one. And I have one right here. If you want to find this one, it is under Pose. Then we just match up. Control Shift down key, down arrow key, and then delete the top one. Okay, so I'm gonna just go through it real quick, make sure it's how I like it. Okay, that one's pretty good. You can make it a little bit smoother and design it how you like, but since this is my example, I'm just trying to give you the idea of how to do it. So the next thing you're going to want to do is have some sort of screen recorder. Screencastify is free and it's an extension. You only get 5 minutes with it, but this is only a few seconds long, so it should be fine. So you're going to open your screen recorder. I like to do desktop, and then I'm going to do just my application window because that's all we really need. And then it'll start recording. So now it's recording. You're going to want to go to the first slide and hit present. Now there's two different ways you can do this. You can either go to settings and auto advance every second or 1-2 seconds, however long you want it. I personally like to use the arrows so you can control at your own pace. So I'm just going to leave it blank for a few seconds, and then I'm going to keep moving her in. And then I'm going to let it sit for a few more seconds, and then I'm going to stop sharing. And it's going to automatically give me the video. Once you have the video, you're going to want to trim it to where you want it to start and end. So I'm going to skip all this where I was talking, and I'm going to go to where it starts. So it looks like it'll start around here, and you can play it. And then I'm going to want it to end about here. If you look in our video, it kind of skips right there. In order to fix that, all you have to do is either watch how you're clicking the arrows and try it again. It took me about 4 tries to get the one that I wanted just by using the arrows. It's very sensitive. Sometimes it works really smoothly and sometimes it doesn't. I have not found a hack for this to make it work. Even if you play it every 1 second, I got that problem. But a few tries and it should be good to go. So after this, you're going to save the trim. You're going to have different options to download or share, but you're going to want to hit download, and you're going to want to go all the way down to export animated GIF. You want the size to be at least 800, so you can do 806 by 453 pixels, and then you're going to export it. Okay, then you download it. I like to click on the download, show in folder, copy it, and then I like to paste it to the desktop. You're about to see my messy desktop. And it's called Untitled. So now just go to your Google Classroom, upload photo, find it, make sure that it is pulled all the way it can be, and then hit select class theme, and it will automatically start playing when you go into your classroom. This was a little rushed. I only have 15 minutes to record. If you have any other questions, let me know and I will answer them below. If you have any other tutorials you want to see, I'm more than happy to make it. I have a virtual open house that I'm working on, and I have my weekly Google Classroom slides that are interactive. So let me know if you want to see that. All right, thank you for watching.